crews arrived at 6:30 this morning. They are currently resting and will receive their assignments later today. So glad to hear that they made it safely, and continue to keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Russell, are you with us? I don't have the Jeopardy music on me.
I am with you, but I'm having a hard time getting video.
Okay, we can hear you, but definitely can't. Let me see. See about now. We just asked you to start.
This little, I keep moving all over the screen. I can't get to myself quick enough. Here we go. There's Maureen. There's Russell.
I hear you, but I still. Do you all see him? I see a black square.
I got the icon to share video, but then it went away before I could get to it.
Oh, well, now, hold on a minute. You should have it again.
There it is.
Is your camera covered? Because there you go.
Hey. They put that little swiper thing on there for a reason, you know?
Hey, Justin, if you'll help me count on the screen to make sure we're ready to go. I don't want to leave anybody out.
No, we're missing James. I've been blipping him to turn on his video.
Okay.
That's the only one I see us missing.
Okay. James, can you at least hear us?
I show he's on. He's just.
David Alexander, you look really relaxed in that chair. That looks like a very, very comfortable chair.
It is. I was thinking 12:30, so I just grabbed the shirt and got in the chair.
Jimmy was as well. He's walking into the building right now.
Cool.
Now you have a cat. I'm confused.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I have the cat, the dog. It's a group effort.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Justin, you said Jimmy was walking in, right?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah, he thought 12:30 as well.
We'll give him time to get on and we'll get started. He sort of needs to be here for this part. Russell, you got our lines ready?
About your oath?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I have spent a lot of time trying to make this thing as confusing as I possibly can for everybody, especially Patricia.
Oh.
We appreciate that.
She always gives me a hard time about that oath being so confusing. So,
Patricia, your lips are moving and it shows you're unmuted, but I'm not hearing you. No sound coming from you. Yeah, you, Patricia Lefford. Now you're muted. No, it says you're unmuted, but still can't hear you. Still nothing. You may have to log out and log back in to reconnect. It could be a issue there. We'll make it, guys. It's all good.
Uh-oh.
And it was actually just pointed out in the chat that it does say that we will start at 12:30. So that was my bad. So we got time. And that's 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. Has anybody else had problems with that this go around? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I saw Justin shaking his head.
I think it might be
It's
an
just
Eastern
y'all
time.
because y'all are east.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Appreciate everyone that has put something in the comments about how much you enjoyed the conference. That's very uplifting for us to see as a board. And they were, as we
Hello.
said, oh, hey, Jimmy. That was very uplifting for us as a board to see because there was a lot that went into it. And it's hard to say last minute is 4 months, but 4 months is a very quick time frame to put together a conference. And Justin Crowther, he still has hair left, so he's doing good.
It's gray, though.
Hey, Matthew, the reason you
Yes.
thought you were going to start early, because on our agenda, it does say 12:30 or immediately following the session. So that's where you
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm sorry. I apologize, everyone.
Oh, no, you're fine, James.
Patricia, you got sound?
No.
Just call in on the phone real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew, I'm going to mute you because you keep on stealing all the words that I have wrote down here.
Oh, sorry. Can we call it great minds? I noticed nobody on the board shook their head at that one, so that's a no.
We tried.
We tried.
I'm still trying to fend off this cat keeps wanting to get on the screen.
It's okay.
Now, David, I know you're a cat lover, but I could give you a little advice there if you'd like me to.
Oh my.
Here's a door to that place you live in, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. That's the first time David's been speechless.
You don't mess with David's cats now. You know that.
You know, I almost lost one the other year when I went off, headed off, the day I headed off to conference, that I had one that actually stayed in the kitty hospital the whole time that the conference went on, but he's still a survivor. He made it.
Are we missing Kim Augustine?
She's not on the board anymore.
Yes, we are missing her already. Her and Karen.
And Karen. So who's taking notes today?
You are.
The Zoom recording.
I thought Rose White was.
She don't have money for the ink pen.
Yeah.
Russell, have you ever heard if looks could kill? Did you see her staring through you just then?
Kind of hurt me a little bit.
I don't know if it's on your all screen or not, but Raymond's the logo and the sign that was presented last year, and Justin, I'll be getting that, transitioning that over to you to your office there somewhere soon. So looking around for a place to put it.
Place for it too.
Good. Patricia, did it let you in on the phone yet? I've been trying to watch the screen.
I think that's her dialing in right now.
Okay. Hey, at least the technical issues waited to come to the very last part of it. So can you hear us now? Well, you could hear us. Can we hear you now, Patricia? Try it again, Patricia. It shows, I think, your phone's muted. Patricia, text one of us which number you called in from, if you can.
Should be the 608-3911.
Okay. Just asked you to unmute, see if.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Woo! Got a lot of echo?
Not now.
Okay, so we're all working?
Yep, I believe so.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Patricia.
You're welcome.
All right, we will go ahead and call our recessed meeting back into order. And the first order of business is installation of our new officers. And the election results were Justin Whipple for West Rep and James Long for East Rep. And Justin will explain, I believe, during the rest of the meeting after this about the other offices. So with that, Russell, will you administer the oaths, please?
Oh, well, is everybody ready? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Just to let everyone know, I will send, as usually when we do this live at the actual conference, been in Murfreesboro, each of the officers or board members would be provided the oath in which they would sign and deliver over the last of the conference, but we will get that out to everybody by email. It can be mailed back in for Maureen to have of record.
Okay. If we can get all the board members to unmute their mics, please.
Yes. And all right, if you raise your right hands. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
Claire.
that I will execute the duties of a board member
that I will
execute the duties of a board member
Board
of the Tennessee Emergency Number Association
of the Tennessee Emergency Number
Association
to the best of my skill and ability.
to the best of my skill and ability.
I further swear
I further swear
further swear
that I will promote and support
that I will promote and support
the goals of the Tennessee Emergency Number Association
the goals of the Tennessee Emergency Number Association.
and I will enforce and abide by the bylaws.
And I will enforce and abide by the bylaws.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you, all the board members. And it is now my privilege and honor to turn it over to your new TENA president, Mr. Justin Crowther. Justin.
Thanks, Matthew. Maureen, did you get my message about Jesse?
Yes, I've just sent him the invite back.
Okay. On the old business from our last meeting, I had asked that Columbia Southern Learning Partnership be forwarded to this meeting. And Jesse with Columbia Southern is trying to get onto the Zoom so he can explain that partnership to the board. I also sent an email outlining the details of it. So if you'll just give us a second here and let him get on. I guess I should also note that I've asked Maureen to take the notes, the minutes for this meeting, and handle that with the absence of a secretary if there's no objections to that. I'd like to move forward with her doing that task.
Justin, Jesse is on.
Is he there he is, okay. Jesse, welcome to our Zoom board meeting. I was just informing the board that you've sent over some partnership information to us. So if you'd be so kind to explain that to the board, and then we can take action on that.
Absolutely. Hey guys, I appreciate whoever's the host, if you could co-host me for a second. I got it kind of pulled up too. That would be the easiest way to explain it and run through it.
There you go, Jesse.
Thank you so much. All right, here we go. So guys, I will give you just a quick overview right here. So if you don't know, so Columbia Southern University, we are a 100% online university. Everything we do is online. And as you can see with the trend of the world, that's kind of the way everybody's going. But I can proudly say, hey, we've been doing it for 20, 25, plus years on this. So we kind of got ahead of the game when it comes to online education. And this is our just little information booklet that we kind of hand out during different events. But as you can see with CSU, you have low tuition rates, flexible learning options, transfer credit, which is the biggest thing for my emergency field, which is the biggest thing when it comes to anybody, first responders, criminal justice, all the way to fire science. And then quality degree programs and our military veteran supportive university that we are. So at CSU, the way we operate, so there's two different courses that you can take in a time frame, right? So you have the term enrollment, which is your standard class 8-week course, one assignment due every week, go ahead and go through it, boom, bam, 8 weeks later, on to the next course. So that's your traditional outlet. The other way is called life-paced learning, and this is the highlight when it comes to the emergency field. How this works is you're given the course up front. It takes you 4 to 10 weeks to complete it. So this is the situation where if nothing is going on and you have time to knock out a couple extra courses, you can finish that entire course in about 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, work on it for 2 weeks, don't look at it, come back to it as long as you finish before 10. Here it says 18 because you can get paid extensions. That's kind of why it has the 18. Here's just a list of some of our degree programs that are listed. This has almost all of them. We've actually added some coming within this next year. We got a couple more Homeland Security concentrations for the master's program that are jumping on board. But as you can see, we have associates, bachelor's, master's, doctoral degrees. As you look through these guys, you can see where the fire administration comes into play, the criminal justice, Homeland Security, as well as obviously the Emergency Medical Services Administration, as we are looking to further our careers and, get everybody developed for the future. Here's some continuing ed courses that we offer as well. But then on the right, you'll see all of our nationally recognized industry specialists and partners coming from the National Fire Academy, Criminal Justice Society, the National Safety Council. Guys, when it comes to these specific fields, I do feel like we got the stamp of approval from these top organizations. That's where kind of that comes into play. You'll see a couple of different pricing options for the university. When it comes into transfer credit, as I mentioned before, everything you guys have done, all your state certifications, we take those into consideration. Any college that you took at any prior time, we'll go get the transcripts for you. That way you don't have to pay that $5, $10 petty fee. They try to say, for the sealed envelope of the transfer credit, we go out and get those for you. So then after that, we come back to you, it's usually 7 to 10 days later, and say, hey, here's your evaluation. If you're looking for a bachelor's degree, you received X amount of hours towards it. And then the end game is 120 with a bachelor's degree. And you'll see that nobody, I haven't been proven wrong, but nobody coming from the emergency field comes into CSU with 0 credits. So there's always a big bonus when it comes into there. All right, now this is the main one right here. So it's like, is your organization a learning partner? So with the state of Tennessee, I'm in the hundreds now, I believe, of learning partners. But what we've done, Columbia Southern specifically, they've put my position into place. So I'm the Tennessee regional manager. All I do is I handle Tennessee. I'm on the other side of Dixon over here. Little old McEwen, if you know that little hole in the wall. But over here in McEwen, guys, and the learning partnership, what it does is it gives your organization, it's an added free benefit, right? This benefit costs nothing to the organization, right? It is just another benefit that you can offer your associates, everybody, your members. It's a free added benefit. And so with that, what they receive is a 10% discount on tuition. So they get the 10% tuition discount. They have an exclusive scholarship they can apply for. So that's called the Learning Partner Scholarship. We give out one every quarter. That scholarship is good for 60 credit hours. And then from there, you're allowed to apply that to an associate's degree, which covers all of it, a bachelor's degree, which takes care of half, or even a master's degree, which would cover all of that right there. The scholarship is, I believe, 3 to 4 questions, extremely simple and easy to apply for. And that's, again, offered every quarter. So that is a scholarship only offered to my learning partners. And again, benefit that costs nothing to the organization. It's a simple MOU that I'll pull up here at the end. The other little detail that I always seem to forget to say, but in this learning partnership, not only does it go towards your members, it also goes towards their spouses and their dependents as well. So another little added benefit, the spouse of everyone under the organization, if they're looking to get some more schooling and things like that, get that discount. Military is a big flyer for us. So at Columbia Southern University, about 39% of all of our students have military in their background. So we got a whole separate division that handles all their benefits and where they go from there. So that's just my ready to get started page. They would be able to apply or contact me directly. And this one right here, guys, and I'll send this to you. That way we can forward it out if you guys needed to, go in depth and read this. So how does the partnership work? This is the frequently asked questions, right? But then right here, this is the MOU. So it's just a I knew I messed up that word. Memorandum of understanding, right? So as you can see, it's not legally binding. It's not a contract, cancellation, anytime, doesn't matter, right? This is literally, I always explain it as a form of you see us, we see you. Now let's get some benefits to everybody under your umbrella. So you'll see it kind of goes to there, talks about when, the date, signature here, signature there. And then my main goal, being the Tennessee representative, is that I'm looking to make sure I can, leverage our partnership and saying, hey, how do I reach all of you here? And with TENA obviously supporting, the virtual conference as we did, having the time slot to do the presentation, that's what I'm looking to do. So that's the learning partnership. That's the questionnaire on the back. Guys, if you have any questions, please let me know.
All right. Thanks, Jesse. Just for the board's knowledge, we did forward this over to Russell and ask him to review it, and he did not see any problems with the MOU. So what's the will of the board for this partnership with Columbia Southern, a benefit for our membership?
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do it. Honestly, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. I mean, it's just an added benefit. I think we should do it.
I second.
So we have a motion from Justin Whipple and a second from Kim White. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Does anybody else have any old business that I'm forgetting? Okay, moving on to new business. We don't have any new business listed, but
Justin, I do need to bring an expense to the board.
Okay.
When we got into the part in the beginning of the virtual conference on day one, we were going to try to be taking the videos down as the sessions were over. That could not happen. The videos are not available till the end of the day. So there was an additional expense for $24.88 for additional storage. And there was a charge for $42.06 for the increase in the room size. Those are both prorated for September only.
Anybody have any questions about the additional Zoom expense?
We need to make a motion to approve those, or
I believe that's just an informational thing, isn't it? Because the director has the authority to spend up to $500.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll just let the minutes reflect that purchase. Any other new business? Okay. I just want to make an announcement. I'm sure that there's people wondering about the committee appointments. We'll hold a special meeting to announce the committee appointments once the special election is complete. So as we always say, this organization is about the membership, and there is several positions that are open for nomination right now. So if you want to get involved in this organization and make a difference in 911 in Tennessee, go to the website, and nominations are open for second vice president, secretary, middle regional rep, and then a TENA statewide rep. So that'll be open until 5 p.m. Central Time on October the 1st. So again, get involved in the organization and help make a difference in 911. Anybody have any new business they want to bring to the board?
Justin, I don't know that it actually falls under new business. I just wanted to remind all of the winners of the gift cards from the sessions and the demos and stuff like that, that all of those have been sent. They've been ordered. They've been sent to your email. You do have to open it for it to show that it has been received by you. If for some reason that you didn't have that email, check your spam, your junk folder, and all that stuff. And if you still don't have it, just shoot me an email or let me know.
All right. Thanks, Rose. Thanks for putting those together. Final comments on the conference. Just a reminder, I know a lot of people have checked off, but hopefully I'll get back to all the districts. All the sessions were recorded, so we'll upload those to the TENA YouTube channel once we get all the downloads done and the formatting done and stuff. So you can take them back to your districts locally and use all that good material that we've had for the week within your districts. So we'll put out communications when that's all done. And again, it's going to the TENA's YouTube channel, so be watching for that. As Matthew said, we appreciate the membership's participation in this conference. It was a different format, and to be quite honest, I didn't know how it was going to go. So few glitches in the beginning, but I think overall it was really, really well attended and a lot of good information. So we appreciate all the kind comments that were made through the chat throughout the week. So with that being said, I'll open it up for any of the districts or PSAP representatives that want to make comments. And I believe you'll have to unmute yourself. I can't see if you want to make comments or if you're talking. So you have to turn your video on and unmute yourself if any districts or PSAP representatives have any comments. Not seeing any. Does anybody see any? All right. Any industry partners? Or any other delegates? All right. Any board members?
I'm just thankful that this thing went off really good, and I think it was a good asset to be able to provide to our people in these times we've had. But from a board member, and I know some of the other board members feel the same, that we're always so busy during the conference that we don't actually get to listen to a whole lot of the training that's going on. And to be honest, it's been the most training at a TENA conference that I've been able to listen to in years, just by virtue of the fact that we did this via Zoom. So anyway, it all turned out really good, and I'm thankful for the rest of you guys and your efforts to put all this together. It's a lot of fun.
Anybody else? Legal counsel?
I have no comment other than the fact that I know that this seems to be a growing concept that TENA in emergency communications is going to have to deal with in years to come with our state legislature, and the fact that obviously there's going to be a lot of legislation that we're going to have to keep our fingers on and stay heads up on this year as well as we did last year. I think it'll be a very active year from bills coming through about 911. And, you know, we better start preparing early. Just to give you an example, and as everyone knows, I represent Davidson County ECD, and of course the 34% increase in taxes is now up on a referendum. And for that to be repealed down to a 2%, and the mayor's office basically has just put out that would cause a 35% decrease in all expenditures from Metro. And like many other districts, and I just use this as an example, Davidson County, uses the services. Dispatch is handled through Metro, paid for by Metro, all the benefits of the employees. And there's, very large district. And we just ran a cost analysis that if ECD Nashville had to start dispatching, it appears that the per cost per month on the phone 911 service would be in excess of $4.21 per month. So I know that, and I only say this only because I think we can anticipate a very active year. And I hope everyone as members gets extremely involved as in their district. And obviously we've got to really be vigilant this year because it's coming. And I think everyone knows that with this direct dispatch aspect. And there's just so much diversity amongst our ECDs. I hope that we can, as the district chairs or directors or whatever their title is in their particular district, we'll be able to communicate openly about everybody's needs and their issues that they have and how their internal district works with local government. And we can put together some really good thought and be prepared as a whole and as the dynamics of all districts to be able to keep the legislature from sort of creating this cookie cutter type concept that I think that several of them would like to see. And we all know that that's not good for each of our districts and how it really works in the field. So that's my comment for today on that. And need some folks to run for office. So thank y'all. It was a great year. And Matthew, thank you for, I meant to call you, but you're awful busy. Thank you for giving me the standout with Maureen in your last newsletter. I appreciate that. So,
thank you, Russell. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Russell. I appreciate it. Final comments. I want to thank Kim Augustine and Karen Moore, who are leaving the board. Your service to the association and 911 in Tennessee is much appreciated, and we hate to see you go. We understand sometimes it's time to step away and do other things, and we'll respect that and hope that you stay involved in the organization and help us on committees and where we can plug you in, because I'm sure that knowledge will be needed. As Russell said, it's going to be a busy year. Thank you to our past president now, Matthew Brown. Your leadership and service and dedication was much appreciated, and I think that we moved the organization through some hurdles this past year, and it was great serving with all three of you. So we appreciate your service. Before I take a motion to adjourn, I want to have everybody not sign off real quick because we have the awards presentation following this board meeting. So just hang with us just for a little bit longer and we'll wrap that up, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn and move into the award process.
Motion to adjourn.
We adjourn.
I've got a motion. How about a second?
I'll second.
And we will go into adjournment. I'm going to turn it over to Kim Augustine, who was the 2020 chair of the 911 Professional Awards.
Before we start the awards, did you want to do anything with the gift card drawing, or is that going to be after?
For the final session?
Is that afterwards or before? I just didn't want to steal the thunder here.
You're muted. Do it. Yeah.
Yes, I think we count one for the last. We do a drawing for the last session or the last board meeting or whatever we're doing right now.
Yeah. I've already took that away. Can you get me a name? Can you get us a name, Rose?
Do you have your thing that generates them?
No, I've already taken it away.
Well, you want to wait until after the awards? I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, that'll work. I just didn't want to steal your thunder.
I gotta find that now.
Okay, welcome everybody and good afternoon to the TENA 911 Professional Awards for 2020. Maureen, if you could start the slideshow. First, I'd like to start by saying we would love to have presented these awards in person at the conference this year, but obviously things happened. It's 2020, so we had to become a little creative. First, I want to introduce our committee. We have James Long as the East Region representative. We have Leanna Choate Peak as the Middle Region representative, and Justin Whipple as the West Region representative. And I was the chair of the committee this year. So we'll go on to our first award. The Clara Hitson Award is bestowed upon an individual who has not only excelled in his or her everyday job as an ECD director or manager of a public safety answering point, but has also gone above and beyond to further the goals of the Tennessee Emergency Number Association during the year. In recognition of your vision, work ethic, leadership, exceptional achievements, and sustained results with respect to public safety communications and 911, and to provide these services to your staff at the Maury County Emergency Communication Center, to the emergency responders, and the citizens and visitors of Maury County, as well as to this organization, the TENA Board and membership are proud to present the Clara Hitson Award to Mark Gandy, Director, Maury County Emergency Communications Center. TENA appreciates your leadership, commitment, and dedication to your profession. If Mark Gandy is on the Zoom call today, if you can flip your camera on. If not, we'll go to the next couple of slides here. Congratulations, Mark.
All right, next we have the Dispatch Incident of the Year for an extra large PSAP. This award is awarded to a dispatcher, agency, or agencies for successful handling of a major, critical, spectacular, or noteworthy incident that involves the coordination of multiple public safety responses and other emergency resources. In recognition of your commitment to provide public safety communications for all the citizens and visitors in Memphis, as well as the Memphis police officers during the 30 days of unrest in May to June of 2020, and for the exceptional level of dedication and professionalism shown by you, the public safety telecommunicators, which should serve as an example to our industry, the TENA Board and membership is proud to present the Dispatch Incident of the Year Award to the Public Safety Telecommunicators of the Memphis Police Department Emergency Communications Bureau. TENA appreciates your compassion. Okay.
Yep.
Now, I think we do have somebody on the line if they
My
want.
name is Russell Whipple, and this is Patricia Lefford. We're the West Tennessee representatives for TENA, and we're here today to present the award for Dispatch Incident Event of the Year for a extra large PSAP. So first, I want to read off the nomination, who was nominated by Sean Lovejoy here at the Memphis PD Communications Bureau. After the tragic events that unfolded in Minneapolis, Minnesota on May 25th, 2020, protests swept every major city in the United States. Memphis, Tennessee was no different. For 30 straight days, the city of Memphis experienced protests in one form or another, and apart from a few isolated incidents, served as the example of peaceful assembly. The Memphis Police Department's objective during these protests was to provide public safety for the general public, the business community, and to the protesters themselves. The employees of the Memphis Police Department Emergency Communications Bureau were tasked with providing tactical dispatch support for public safety details every night, oftentimes with hundreds of officers on each channel from various law enforcement agencies. Many times, protests were occurring simultaneously in different parts of the city, causing ECB employees to have to monitor details in each. While these protests were occupying law enforcement resources, ECB employees still continued to answer 911 calls in a timely manner and dispatched uniformed patrol officers to assist citizens in need. Additionally, the employees of the Memphis Police Department's Emergency Communications Bureau showed great resolve, tenacity, and patience as they received multiple calls daily from citizens wishing to express their opinions on both sides of the argument. The exceptional level of dedication and professionalism that was displayed by these public safety telecommunicators served as an example of our industry and should be commended. And TENA felt the same way. So on behalf of TENA, we would like to present the Dispatch Event of the Year to Memphis PD. Thank you. Thank you all.
You're very welcome.
Congratulations.
We sure appreciate it. Appreciate your patience.
Okay.
Go.
The next award is for the Dispatch Incident of the Year for Medium PSAP. It's awarded to a dispatcher agency or agencies for successful handling of a major critical, spectacular, or noteworthy incident that involves the coordination of multiple public safety responses and other emergency resources. To provide increased recognition for smaller agencies that perform extraordinary service with fewer resources. The submissions are broken down into 3 sizes of agency, and this is the medium size. The Tennessee Emergency Number Association. Excuse me? The Tennessee Emergency Number Association in recognition. In recognition of your teamwork, professional services, and exceptional communication skills, and for going above and beyond your normal duties to provide these services to the public safety responders, as well as the citizens and visitors of Carter County during the plane crash incident on August 15, 2019, the TENA board and membership is proud to present the Dispatch Incident of the Year for Medium PSAP to the Carter County Emergency Communications District's 911, Alicia Fields, Jasper Rash, Alora Wyatt, Angie Hart, Chris Sims, Matt Bailey, and Jacob Santiago. TENA appreciates your compassion, commitment, and dedication to your profession. Congratulations.
Distinguished Service Award. This award is presented to an individual employed within the Communication Center or ECD in recognition of their outstanding service, efforts to public safety, and dedication to the agency. This may be awarded to a telecommunicator, supervisor, trainer, radio technician, CAD manager, addressing MSAG manager, or any other support position in which the individual has played a significant role in the enhancing and improvement to operations of the center. In recognition of your outstanding personal achievements, exceptional commitment and leadership, and unselfish efforts that have revitalized your agency's communications training program and enabled your agency to attain a high level of quality training and professional development for the public safety telecommunicators of the Murfreesboro Police Department Emergency Communications Center, and for the compassion and dedication shown for the public safety responders, and the citizens of the city of Murfreesboro, as well as this organization, the TENA board and membership is proud to present the Distinguished Service Award to Courtney Drake, EMP of Murfreesboro Police Department Emergency Communications District.
Telecommunicator of the Year, awarded to the telecommunicator for service above and beyond the call of duty in all areas of work performance. The recipient is recognized for consistently going the extra mile in serving the public, any public safety personnel, administration, and other agencies and coworkers. In recognition of your professional and extraordinary performance and efforts in enhancing and improving the operations of your center and your obvious dedication to your profession, the emergency responders and the citizens and visitors of Murfreesboro, and for the personal lifeline you have provided to the individuals in distress on December 26, 2019, the TENA board and membership is proud to present to Telecommunicator of the Year to Brady Lutton of Murfreesboro Police Department Emergency Communications Center. TENA appreciates your leadership, commitment, and dedication to your profession. Presented September of 2020.
Welcome everyone today. We are presenting two TENA awards to the to two very deserving members of the Murfreesboro Emergency Communications Center. My name is Seth Russell. I'm the Communications Manager Director for the center, and Lana and Karen from TENA are here to present the awards. First of all, we're going to do Brady Ludden first. Brady Ludden performs his duty as a public safety telecommunicator at an exemplary level and demonstrates an extraordinary commitment to the well-being and safety of citizens of Murfreesboro. Brady's attentiveness to each and every incident he is involved in is exceptional. Brady provides field responders with pertinent information regarding each incident, whether it is spotting the nearest hydrant or the location of the exact vehicle accident on the interstate using interstate cameras. Brady's demeanor is always calm over the radio, no matter how serious the incident is, and he always monitors radio traffic closely that field responders do not need to repeat their transmissions. An example, Brady's going above and beyond is when he reached out to a man through social media that was showing suicidal ideations on December 26, 2019. Over the course of his dedication using his resources and training, he managed to locate the individual and get him the help he needed down in Mississippi with first responders, and follow up with that individual, make sure he got the help he needed for support groups following that incident. He does what it takes to help those in need, and on off the clock, such as this past spring when the tornadoes hit, he used his off time to go out there and help tornado victims clean up his yards. Brady has been with the Murfreesboro Emergency Communications Center for about 2.5 years. He is a tremendous asset to our center and is truly deserving for this award for his skills, abilities, and dedication. So I'll hand over to Lana and Karen.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
It says, in recognition of your professional and extraordinary performance and efforts in enhancing and improving the operations of your center, and your obvious dedication to your professionalism, the emergency responders, and to the citizens and visitors of Murfreesboro, and for the personal lifeline you provided to the individual in distress on December 26, 2019. The TENA board and membership is proud to present Telecommunicator of the Year to Brady Lutton of Murfreesboro Police Department.
Congratulations, Brady.
You Smiling, Brady?
Thank you. Thank you
Any words, Brady?
very much. It's an honor to receive this award, but it doesn't just take one individual for telecommunicator, it's everybody in that center that makes it. I appreciate everybody, especially my team that I work with daily. Thank you.
All right, next we're going to recognize Courtney Drake. For the Distinguished Service Award nomination. And just want to highlight what Brady was saying. These awards definitely speak highly of both these individuals and these professionals with 911 emergency communications, but is definitely a reflection of all our personnel up there working as a team in the center. And a lot of the efforts that Courtney has done in the last 3 years with the training program, which is why we nominated her for the Distinguished Service Award, reflects credit upon her leadership and dedication, but also all the trainers that's on our training team help build our center. So our success in emergency communications is only made possible by our highly trained men and women who serve in emergency communications. This success starts with our communications training evaluation program that enables and spurs on our success of our frontline public safety telecommunicators. Over the years, Courtney Drake has tirelessly dedicated herself to the success of emergency communications training. Courtney Drake's efforts are nothing short of exceptional. Over the last 3 years, she has been instrumental for our agency's ability to conceptualize and implement a communications training program and evaluation program that consists of 7 weeks of academic training and 700 hours of on-the-floor training. Putting together 2 separate programs that build upon one another and based on that provides trainees with the skills, knowledge, and confidence to do their job in emergency communications. Both training programs in their phases are cumulative and very structured with hours and comprehensive exams. Because of this, we believe Murfreesboro Communication Program is top-notch, and that is due to the efforts of our entire training team and the leadership of Courtney Drake. The program teaches the right questions to ask, why we're questioning it, why we're asking the questions, and teaches trainees to understand the other side of the radio and why we do our job. So at each stage of training, Courtney Drake is understanding and very creative about how to help each trainee reach their goals while making sure the training program's standards and expectations are achieved. With Courtney and many of our personnel up there, we're truly blessed with the highly trained personnel we have working in our Emergency Communications Center, as Courtney is both the training coordinator and also a certified course instructor. According to her peers, she puts her heart into all of her work, and many of our city staff will compliment her for her dedication and continued effort for our center and our training program. Without no doubt, Courtney's dedication has enabled Murfreesboro to strive for the highest quality emergency communications training, continuing education, and professional development. I'll hand over to Tina.
In recognition of your outstanding personal achievements, exceptional commitment and leadership, and unselfish efforts that has revitalized your agency's communications training program and enabled your agency to attain a high level of quality training and professional development for public safety telecommunicators of Murfreesboro Police Department Emergency Communications Center, and for the compassion and dedication shown for public safety responders and citizens of the city of Murfreesboro, as well as the organization, the TENA Board of Membership is proud to present the Distinguished Service Award to Courtney Drake.
Congratulations, Courtney.
Courtney, any words?
I hope you can hear me. I was breaking up a little bit. Just like Brady said, I'm very honored and humbled just to even be nominated for such an award. And it really is just a reflection of our center as a whole and the vision and direction that we've been trying to go and the leadership that Seth has brought into our PSAP. And the quality trainers, CTO supervisors, and trainees that we have that really help make it top notch and help make my job easier with getting our trainees in there and getting them trained. So just thank you so much. It's just such an honor. So really very appreciative. Thankful.
Thank you for coming today. That ends the formal part of the awards recognition. I think they'll be formally presented next week at the TENA conference. Yes. All right, so thank you very much.
Supervisor of the Year, awarded to the supervisor who has done the most for dispatchers in a department or agency. The recipient is recognized for excelling at their job requirements and balancing the needs of the dispatch center and administration with the needs of the dispatcher. In recognition of your leadership skills that makes others want to follow your direction within the communication centers daily, and your obvious dedication and compassion to your fellow employees of Carroll County Sheriff's Department Emergency Communications Center, the emergency responders, and the citizens and visitors of Carroll County, as well as to the organization, the TENA board, and membership is proud to present Supervisor of the Year to Lieutenant Jamie Summers, Carroll County Sheriff's Department Emergency Communications Center. TENA appreciates your leadership, commitment, and dedication to your profession.
Go stand by Justin. He's got to tell you something.
Jamie, I'm Justin with TENA, West Representative for TENA. I'm here today to present you with an award. The TENA conference, is next week, the virtual. So I'm gonna read off real quick the nomination, kind of the way we do for the conference. So you were nominated by 3 different people. So the first nomination, Jamie Summers works hard to ensure our center works properly. She never fails to rise above and keep our center going. Every year except 2020, she barbecues for our center during Telecommunicator Week. She never fails to come through the door every time we have storms approaching. Our center has seven full-time dispatchers and 6 part-time dispatchers. She is very special to me on a personal level. We attended high school together and now work together. She has seen me through the toughest times in my life. She cares for us as individuals and as a work group. She works very hard each and every day. She covers all shifts when needed. She ensures all training and protocols are updated and that we are all aware of any changes that come down the line. To say the least, she deserves recognition for all her hard work. She is the most loyal person I know. Her faith in God keeps us all in check. I know she prays for us all regularly. Your second nomination, I chose to nominate my supervisor for going above and beyond for all her employees. Jamie Summers exhibits all qualities you would look for in a supervisor. She not only takes care of all professional aspects of her job title, but she also makes sure to accommodate for our families. She values her position and the employees that work for her. She's ran a successful dispatch office and produced quality dispatchers. Jamie believes family is important. She holds several gatherings at work for all employees and their families to attend and unite as one. And then lastly, Ms. Summers keeps everybody in line, works hard at keeping the dispatchers as myself and my fellow co-workers up to date with current protocols and always makes sure that all computers and other networks work fluently. I have had the privilege of working with Ms. Summers for 3 years and cannot express the exceptional work that Ms. Summers puts in on and of off duty for the communication center to work extremely well. So for that reason, TENA would like to award you with the Supervisor of the Year Award. So on behalf of the TENA organization, Ms. Summers, will you accept the award for Supervisor of the Year?
So on behalf of the TENA board, I want to congratulate all the winners and thank them for their dedication to our profession. It is well deserved for sure. The gift card winner, oh, how could I forget this? Matthew, I'm going to turn it over to you for the Senator Joe Haynes Award.
Thank you, Justin. On the committee this year, our former recipients of the award was Kim Augustine, Raymond Shoza, Buddy Schaefer, and John Sturmer, and I sit on the committee as the chair. This award recognizes outstanding performance on the part of the nominee, which serves to enhance the public safety communications profession. This award is not intended to recognize individuals for merely doing a good job, but to recognize those who actually go beyond the ordinary to protect Tennessee citizens and property, or who contribute significantly to the public safety profession. The individual should be an advocate for 911 and its advancement in Tennessee. This year's recipient is Senator Janice Boland. It's with gratitude and appreciation this award is presented to Senator Janice Boland in recognition of your outstanding contributions to enhance public safety communications, your tireless advocacy of 911 in Tennessee, and your dedication and support of the goals and mission of the TENA organization. Due to scheduling conflicts, this presentation has not been made in person yet, but when that happens, it will be recorded and then broadcasted at a later time. Thank you, Senator Boland, for truly being an advocate for 911 and standing up for us. Mr. President.
Well deserved. Senator Boland did go rounds with her counterparts up on the Hill supporting 911, and that's just well deserved, and I can't wait when we have the opportunity to present her with the award. All right, the gift card for the super session goes to Christy Fulcher of Weakley County. So I've got that out of the way. And we'll wrap up the day with a couple of reminders. NENA's virtual conference begins next week, so be sure to get registered for the NENA conference. Their outline has some great presentations going on. And then be sure to stay posted for the 36th annual TENA conference, an educational conference and industry partners show that will be held at the Meadowview Conference Center in Kingsport, September the 12th through the 15th of 2021. So we'll get all that going. And again, thank you for participating this week, and make the best of each and every shift that you're sitting at the console. You guys are true professionals to our state, and I'm glad to be part of such a group.